And Alex has done a lot of good work. And I mean, I know that that's not the most popular thing to say because he's done some work that isn't good and didn't work out well. That's also true. But I mean, when I mean good work, I mean, there's nobody else that got into the Bohemian Grove and did what he did. There's nobody else had the balls to go in there and expose that. And whatever that means, you could say whatever you want. Maybe it is just a high-end fraternity. Maybe it is just the most powerful people in the world in hoods sacrificing an effigy of a child, which is not a real thing. It's just like whatever it is. It's like a child made of, sticks or whatever they burn. Mm-hmm. We're hoping. And then there's this large owl and everything. And he got that on camera. And you can say whatever you want. If you have any interest in how society works, you can't ignore that.
Right.
You can't ignore that. You can't ignore guys in the hoods, in hoods in the woods. That's the other thing that my children will read. They'll read that book, that children's book, Guys in the Hoods in the Woods. And it's not about the Klan either. It's about the Bohemian Grove. But you can't ignore a bunch of guys chanting and doing like pagan rituals in the woods, especially when they own everything. It would be one thing if they owned nothing. And he'd be like, oh, those are the losers. They're so poor they wear hoods and chant. Those fucking guys. But when it's like, who are those guys? And it's like, oh, they own everything. They own banks and media company, and they're in the woods sacrificing a fake child and chanting. It's at least curious. You'd at least bring that up, right?
Yeah.
When you were smoking pot with your buddies, you'd go, let me explain. Let me ask you this. Let me tell you this. When you were eating Taco Bell with your boys and you're all fucking just still a little high, you go, you know what's interesting? I watched a video the other day where the most powerful people in our country wear robes, go into the woods, sacrifice the effigy of a child, or sacrifice a child in effigy, however you say it, and they do it at the base of this large wooden owl, and they chant. Isn't that fun? We don't really hear about that in school books. Isn't that interesting? It's odd. Mm-hmm. It's just odd. You would just say it.